ESPN just dropped its WNBA 2025 rankings, and what were they thinking? A rookie ranked over MVPs? Champions getting disrespected? Some of these picks are so wild that you might just throw your phone. Is ESPN pushing the hype train too far, or do they actually know something we don't? Let's break this madness down. Let's start at the top with the two biggest names on the list. A'ja Wilson at number 1, absolutely correct, zero debate. The Aces superstar has been an absolute problem for the rest of the league. 2 WNBA championships, multiple MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, Olympic gold. She owns both ends of the floor like nobody else in the game today. Wilson scores everywhere, protects the rim, crashes the boards, and carries her team night after night. At 28, she's in her bag, in her prime, and unstoppable. This ranking, 100% justified. But now comes the real drama. Caitlyn Clark at number 2? Look, Clark is a generational talent, no doubt. She shattered NCAA records, single-handedly changed women's college basketball viewership, and is quite frankly the most hyped rookie in WNBA history. But ranking her number 2 before she's even played a single pro minute? That's a massive reach. Here's why this ranking makes no sense. The WNBA is a whole different beast. Defenders are bigger, stronger, and faster. The game is more physical, more strategic, and unforgiving. Those deep threes and flashy passes, they won't come as easy when defenders are glued to her like Wi-Fi. Even the best college players have needed time to adjust. Diana Taurasi, Breanna Stewart, Sue Bird, all legends, none of them dominated right away. Clark's range and vision, no question, elite. But can she handle the WNBA physicality? Can she defend against top-tier guards? We don't know yet. Putting her ahead of Breanna Stewart and Napheesa Collier isn't just bold, it's ESPN straight up betting on hype over production. Could Clark be a future MVP? Possibly, but ranking her this high, this early, that's ESPN jumping the gun hard. This list just keeps getting wilder, so let's tear it apart. At number 3, Breanna Stewart. And honestly, this is flat out disrespectful. Stewart should be number 2, no debate. We're talking about one of the most complete players in WNBA history. 2 MVPs, 4-time All-Star, the only player who can go toe-to-toe with A'ja Wilson for the best in the world title. She scores from anywhere, locks down on defense, and completely takes over games. Dropping her below a rookie? ESPN, be serious. At number 4, Napheesa Collier, and this is where things get interesting. Elite scorer, rebounder, and defender, no doubt, but number 4 overall, that feels like a reach. Honestly, she's absolutely a top 10 player, but is she ranked above stars like Sabrina Ionescu and Jonquel Jones? ESPN, blink twice if you need help. At number 5, Alyssa Thomas, the point forward, built differently. A triple-double machine and a defensive nightmare, but this ranking completely ignores her move to Phoenix. A new system, new teammates, there's gonna be an adjustment. ESPN might be jumping the gun because number 5 feels a little too optimistic. At number 6, Arike Ogunbowale, one of the league's most ruthless bucket getters. Her ability to create her own shot and hit impossible jumpers is top tier, but more valuable than Sabrina Ionescu? That's a stretch. Ogunbowale is a walking highlight reel, but Ionescu's all-around game gives her the edge. This ranking isn't awful, but I'd swap her and Ionescu. At number 7, Sabrina Ionescu. And this, straight up robbery. The same Sabrina who pulled up from the logo at the All-Star game, the one with unlimited range, elite playmaking, and steady defensive improvements, she should be number 5 at the minimum. Ranking her below Thomas and Ogunbowale, that's ESPN acting up again. At number 8, Jonquel Jones, and once again, ESPN did her dirty. One of the most versatile centers in the league, a knockout shooter, rim protector, and rebounding beast. Her championship run with New York proves her value. There's no universe where she should be ranked below Thomas and Collier. At number 9 and number 10, Jewel Lloyd and Kelsey Plum. And for the first time all day, ESPN actually got it right. Lloyd is the gold mamba for a reason. Her scoring ability is deadly. Plum at number 10 is a little generous considering her inconsistency last season, but it's not egregious. Personally, I think Chelsea Gray should have been here instead. ESPN's top 10 feels like a marketing wish list than an actual ranking of the league's best players. The Caitlyn Clark placement alone proves they're pushing narratives, not basketball reality. Now let's talk about the biggest jaw droppers outside the top 10, because ESPN was definitely in their experimental phase when they made this list. Angel Reese at number 12? This is fascinating. Too high? Too low? Depends on how you think. Reese's rebounding is elite, a walking double-double with an insane motor, but her offensive game still needs work, and her shooting is a major concern. Ranking her ahead of proven vets like Skylar Diggins-Smith and Diana Taurasi feels a little too ambitious. Reese is on her way up, but number 18 to 20 would be more realistic for now. Aaliyah Boston at 11? Now this one makes sense. The former number 1 pick is already an elite interior presence. Her efficiency, defense, and IQ are all next level. Honestly, she could even be in the top 10. Satu Sabali at number 14? What are we even doing here? When healthy, Sabali is a straight-up unicorn. Handles like a guard, shoots threes, defends multiple positions, she does it all. But let's be real, when healthy is doing a lot of work here. Her injury history makes this ranking a huge gamble. She should be closer to number 20 until she proves she can stay on the court. Now this one almost made me throw my laptop. Brittney Griner at number 28? Are you kidding me, ESPN? One of the most dominant centers in WNBA history outside the top 25? Nah, this is straight up disrespect. Griner is still an elite rim protector, an efficient scorer, and a game-changing presence. Even if she's not at her absolute peak, there's no way she should be ranked this low. Top 20 minimum. Camila Cardoso at number 41? Another rookie is getting a wild boost. Yes, her defensive potential is exciting, but ranking her this high before she plays a single professional minute? Let's slow down, man. Until she proves herself in the league, she should be outside the top 50. Elena Delle Donne at number 35. This one, downright criminal. Yes, injuries have slowed her down, but when healthy, Delle Donne is one of the most efficient scorers the WNBA has ever seen. The only player in WNBA history to join the 50-40-90 club, and you put her at number 35? ESPN, explain yourselves. This entire ranking feels like ESPN was trying to be bold, but instead just ended up being wrong. Some of these placements aren't just questionable, they're straight up indefensible. Let's call it like it is. Some players got the VIP treatment, while others got straight up robbed. Overrated? Caitlyn Clark at number 2. We've already torched this ranking, but let's say it one more time for the people in the back. 0 pro minutes. 0. She should be top 10 at most until she proves she can cook at this level. Napheesa Collier at number 4. Great player, not the 4th best in the entire league. Collier at number 7 makes way more sense. Alyssa Thomas at number 5. New team, new system, too many unknowns. This ranking feels optimistic at best. Closer to number 8 would have been more realistic. Ryan Howard at number 19. Talented? Absolutely, but her efficiency issues and suspect defense don't scream top 20 player just yet. Closer to 25 sounds more accurate. Angel Reese at number 12. She's a rebounding machine, but that limited offensive game? Yeah, that's not top 12 material yet. The mid-20s would be a more realistic placement until that jumper develops. Breanna Stewart at number 3 is disrespectful. Stewie is the only real challenger to A'ja Wilson, and she should be number 2. End of discussion. Sabrina Ionescu at number 7. A walking bucket with unlimited range, an elite playmaker, and getting better on defense every year. Top 5 minimum. Jonquel Jones at number 8. A championship-winning do-it-all center sitting at number 8? Make it make sense, man. She should be number 6 at worst. Brittney Griner at number 28. This one is so out of pocket, it's in another dimension. One of the most dominant centers ever, and ESPN has her outside the top 25? No way. She belongs in the top 20 minimum. Chelsea Gray at number 38. The point guard being ranked this low is criminal. Clutch, elite facilitator, playoff assassin, what are we even doing here? Diana Taurasi at number 32. She's not in her prime, but she's still one of the most dangerous scorers in the league. Ranking her here is disrespectful to one of the GOATs. Natasha Cloud at number 30. A lead defender, playmaker, and leader. It should be at least 5 to 7 spots higher. Courtney Vandersloot at number 27. One of the greatest passers in WNBA history, deserves better. Even with age creeping in, she's still a top-tier floor general. ESPN is overvaluing hype and social media clicks while disrespecting proven champions and defensive juggernauts. They reward flashy offense but ignore what actually wins championships. After roasting this list from top to bottom, the verdict is clear. ESPN's 2025 WNBA fantasy rankings are more hype than substance. Some placements are spot on. A'ja Wilson at number 1? No argument. Is Aaliyah Boston in the 11 to 15 range? Solid. Jewel Lloyd and Kelsey Plum in the 8 to 10 range? Defensible. But the bad calls completely overshadow the good. Ranking Caitlyn Clark at number 2 before she even played a single pro game makes this list a joke. It proves that ESPN cares more about engagement than actual basketball analysis. Dropping elite veterans like Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu down just to make room for unproven talent is basketball blasphemy. Brittney Griner, Chelsea Gray, and Diana Taurasi getting snubbed? That's ESPN erasing history in real time. The rankings prioritize marketability over on-court production, favor offense over defense, and read more like a most popular list than an actual skill-based ranking. What ESPN should have done instead is kept Clark in the top 10, not at number 2, left Stewart at number 2 where she belongs, showed proper respect to proven champions, ranked rookies realistically until they actually earn their spot. We should absolutely celebrate the new generation of WNBA talent, but that shouldn't come at the expense of the legends who built the league. But what do you think? Did ESPN get it right, or is this ranking a train wreck? Is Caitlyn Clark really the second best player in the world already? Should Griner and Taurasi be ranked higher? Drop your takes in the comments down below. Hit that subscribe button if you want real WNBA breakdowns that actually respect the game. And remember, rankings are fun to debate, but championships are what really matter. Thanks a lot for watching. Click here to watch instant rage hits Caitlyn Clark bullies after Lexi Brown defends her.